morning. It's the next day. It's about 10 o'clock again in the morning. I did get started on this, and I'll bring you closer and show you what I'm up to. Right here, I drove these in. I had to cut this while it was in there. Go to find out, once you drive them in, they're not coming out. So you really don't have to secure this. But if you feel you want to, I don't have a hatch. I have no way to get in from below to secure it. But I drove that other side in. I cannot budge it. It is not coming out. They're almost right to the bottom. So, but I did set this in there, and it's almost, it's facing up a little bit, so it probably may take just a little bit of heating. I might be able to adjust that because I want to take some other cheese, find another one here, and put them in line with another piece of pipe. So so far up, it makes another rod holder. I already have two here, but I mean, I can get that in downright close. I could always, but I want to have that cross pipe just to keep it steady, because if the pressure of it lifting up when they're in the water, it will flex this, and I want to try and make it as sturdy as possible. But I'm going to just do one side for now. Okay, this is what I came up with. As you see, it's going to give me room to where it may, the buoy is going to be, the buoy may interfere. Let me move you back a little bit. Yeah, the right angle. The buoy may hang a little low, but I took a picture of when I was out the other day testing. The water line came right up to here, so it may be a little deep, but you can adjust these to where you get different angles, and you want to try to keep this flush or flat, even with the water, because you don't want the buoy in the water like this or like this or like this. But even if I can make it fairly tight right up against it, and plus possibly put some zip ties around here also. But from what I'm seeing, it is a little, it would be a little deep in the water. Let me get you off the stand here, off the tripod, and we'll get a horizontal shot. It really, this is almost where the water line would be at. I mean, I can shorten this and possibly do some readjusting with those angles. But I'm still tinkering. Let's see what we come up with. Yeah, we are getting there. What I've done here is I measured from center to center, and then measured from the center line, which there's a molding center line on this T-fitting, and the fittings have a recess to where the pipe will stop, a lip in there. So that's 1.25 inches in. So I did my measurements and all that, and I'm pretty dang close. I'm off a bit, but hey, I can always, I got extra pipe, I can always lengthen if I need to. I'm not a carpenter, but I need to trim this down. There is a piece in between in here that I put just so it sets flush against each other. I could trim this down so that will raise it up, because I got the kayak level and I'm just eyeballing where the center of the float will be, and its top is right about where the water line is. So I think if once I take this out and raise that couple inches or so, it'll be where I want. And then I just got to mirror the other side. But I'm going to drill these out and bolt that on. And like I said, I may have to trim these somehow, get that attached. Everything's loose. I haven't glued anything. I want to get it to where it's where I want it, and then glue it. And I am going to make either here, I'm going to drill a hole through so I can pin it, or here. One of those. I'm thinking I will just do it here, and this will be all glued. So it's just slip it in and pin it. Well, this is what I came up with, and I can't let go of it because it just fall out. I got to glue that. But from what I am seeing, I got the right height because I trimmed this down. And from what I'm seeing, it should be right about where water level is. And what I'm thinking I might do, I got a couple extra pieces. I might just try, before I glue anything in, I'll try different lengths, and then just so even if it's out of the water a little bit, at least whenever you do go to tip, it's going to hit the water. But the way I'm seeing it, it's going to be right at the water level. Well, and there she is. I got virtually everything glued in, except this is the I got this glued in, the cap over here glued in. Just here, 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 and here is not glued. All that is, and I glued this permanently in, and go to find out I can wiggle that around. So maybe if I take like something and put it through, once I can wiggle it out. But you know, it's in there pretty hard. Now I drilled and put a pin in where I can lock it, and I'm kind of happy with it. I was sitting back. I had it level, but it's gotten windy out. I had the kayak level, and looking at the water line. Water line's going to be right about here, so that's just about perfect. I still got to do a little adjusting, so to get it to where this is flat. But other than that, I'm kind of happy with it. Now we'll get her all glued together, and I ain't sure if I'm going to paint it. I may paint the PVC, but the gray almost matches the boat, and the white matches the boat. But I might just, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But now it's just to mirror the other side of it and make the crossbar that goes in between them, because it does, the kayak does flex, as you can see, and it's going to wear, I ain't sure, but it's a good possibility it can crack around the rod holder. So if I put a brace across, it won't do that. This is what I did. Took my heat gun. You can see I burned it a little bit. It's still a little warm, but took my heat gun, warmed it up. I put it in here, nice and snug. Got my pieces measured here and here, where I wanted them. And then I had this tee out, and all I did is ran my heat gun, pulled the seat forward, ran my heat gun with this T, this section here and missing, and just bent it down to where she aims right at it. I took this piece and made a relief slot. It ain't coming out that easy, but I used a pair of old junk channel locks and just twist it and it comes right out. Same with that side. But right now, hell, it ain't going nowhere. It's in there pretty damn tight. If I have to, I've been debating on buying a small hatch, and then I can access the rod holders, and I can drill a hole and put a pin in it just like I did for over here. But we're just going to try it the way she is, and I'm going to take some more PVC and make rod holders, because I lost the one here, and this one over here I was going to use for camera mount, but now I can use this one. But she's coming along. I've been at it for a while, but this is what I came up with. What I am doing here, I can still use this for a rod mount. This is all going to be just loosely put together, but I can use that for my camera mount, and I'll use my GoPro swivel, which is up there, so that will give me a head-on, you know, a face shot right at me, and I'll be able to grab hold of that to do whatever I want with that end. But up here I can take that GoPro mount, or I might just order another one, and I'm going to trim this down and mount it here, and then the GoPro mount will put the camera up in this section here so I can get forward shots. I can swing it off to the side and then pivot it, and I can get totally different angles. I may get another 45-degree elbow just in case I want to do something different, and maybe another 90, and just throwing it in my kit for filming. And if I take it and I put it out like this and put a 90 and bring it over here, then I can be shooting down into the boat, or get whole side view. I think that'll work. This is my Scotty mount. This cap here, well, it'll bring the whole pipe up, but that cap from here up will come off, and you slip it down on here. This just tightens down. You slip it down on here, and you can do forward shots, side down in, you know, shots down at the side of the boat, back shots. It's just pivoted around any way I want to do it. And I'll show you the other side. I haven't glued anything together here, but it's all a mirror image of the other side. I still got to get another pin and drill this. But the anchor system, I made a float, like I said in one of the last videos, and I'll just keep it up. You know, I can keep it right there beside me or whatever I want to do. But and I haven't decided if I want to put the groove here or bring it around like that so it's out of my way. I want to keep it away from the net, but I can pull my anchor up out, let's say, and then you throw it in and you keep hold of that end. But oh, sorry about all the wiggling. But you feed it, you feed whatever line you need to get fed off of it, Let me go get my tripod. Okay, like I was saying, you just feed off what line you need to feed off. And say you unravel it and say that's how deep you are. This is a clamp-on clip. You pull on it either way, it does not move. Well, I pulled it out there, but you can pull it this way to pull in your anchor slack, but once if your anchor is pulling, the boat is drifting, it won't go nowhere. Then you have that hooked onto your anchor trolley plus your float. That will always stay on, and then whenever you want to pull anchor, you just pull this with this float right beside you. You can just ravel up your line on your float like I had it, or just bring it in. I'm thinking about making a little hook or get one of the clamp-ons and I can just tie it on. But if the anchor, it ain't gonna come loose on you. And so that whenever you set your depth of your anchor, you can just undo it. Say you're in 5 feet of water, just take it and pull it down in, and your anchor will not come loose. Got these at Home Depot. You get a couple of them with some rope, which I'll probably use for my paddle lanyard. But I needed to make a float. It's just a pool noodle, and I just ran the line through and wrapped it around and went through one more time. And so it's totally adjustable. But you really don't need to. So if you got to get away from, if you got a quick disconnect, you just leave it. No, that'll float, and you'll be able to come back and get it. Okay, guys. Well, I'm done for today. I'm ready to go inside. I need a shower. I got to get a new belt for the mower. It's over there in the yard. Started mowing lawn. Figured I can get it done in about an hour. Take a little break from working on this, and it snapped a freaking dry belt. So now I gotta get the number and get a belt for it. Hopefully I can get it tomorrow if I don't have a long day. Get it out of the yard. But still a few little things here and there. I may paint the Outriggers. I may just leave it. I don't know just yet, we'll see. But I'm going to finish gluing this side up here. And the center section I left it loose because then I can move the poles around, and if I ever do want to take it apart, and I can. But they're tight, so no big deal. But you know how it goes. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and not the finger. Click that subscribe button. It's over there. The bell icon beside it. Click that. It'll give you 3 notifications. Click all. That'll let you know when my next video is up. Leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you. What do you think? What can I do? What did I do wrong? But hopefully maybe next weekend we'll be out fishing. Definitely a weekend after. We're going camping. Be ready for that one. But we will see you later. Bye.